Hi, I'm Steve Mann, and welcome to Back to School Night. Thanks for being here. This is a short little video about my program and what your kids are going to be going through when they're at Learning Skills at Los Lomas High School. First off, just a little bit about me. I graduated from UC Berkeley in 1992. I got my teaching credential and my special ed mild moderate degree from Chapman University. They have a division up in Northern California, so I was up here to take that. I've been teaching special ed at Los Lomas High School since 1994. Sounds like a long time ago now. Of all those years, this is definitely the oddest. And on top of that, personally, I love to travel with my family. This is a picture we took from Queenstown, New Zealand, and that was in January of 2020. Different time, not too long ago. But welcome. First off, about the course. The Learning Skills class provides really small group, individualized instruction for our students at Los Lomas in the special education program. The Learning Skills class supports students to be successful in their general education classes. We provide instruction on IEP goals, implement students' IEP accommodations, improve their self-advocacy, which I think is one of the most important things we do there, as well as their independence. Learning Skills students also receive career and college readiness training in order to be prepared for their transition from high school. An amazing part of our program is getting these kids ready for life after high school, because even if they're freshmen now, it happens incredibly quick. And so it's just getting them ready. We look into colleges, we look into potential jobs and careers that they might be interested in, and we go from there. And some of my previous kids have gone on to do some amazing things. And so I'm looking forward what this new group is going to do. I have all freshmen and sophomore. And a junior, but I do have a lot of youth, so I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with these kids over the next few years. All right, first of all, how to figure out what is going on. For the parents, this is going to be a little bit new, so I did want to explain a little bit of the Canvas platform and what we're using. Canvas it's awesome. It's a nice platform. I think it's much better than School Loop, and all the teachers are going to be consistently using it. It's going to really allow all the teachers to deliver quality instruction to the students. And by this time, your child should really have a pretty good understanding of what it's like. There's an instructional how-to module that they have gone through. At least they're supposed to, and we'll go through and check all those off, but they should have all gone through that by now. If they haven't, ask them questions. Make sure that they've done that, make sure they understand it, and see if they can teach it to you. All right, who uses Canvas? Again, like I said, it's used by all the teachers, not only at Los Lomas, but throughout the entire Acalanes School District. And the nice thing for me as a resource teacher is I can go through and see how all the students are doing that are on my caseload. And every year I have a caseload of between 24 and 28 students that I track and monitor and see how their grades are doing. I also encourage you as parents to check out that platform, make sure you're familiar with it, and have your child walk you through all their classes, find out what's going on. All right, so distance learning via Zoom. This is the interesting part. Is here for back to school night, you're going through Zoom, or I'm using Zoom to show you this video right now. But the students are going to be using this daily. How to get in. So I've talked to all of them about this. It's pretty easy. They go in through Canvas, and then there's on the left-hand side, there's a Zoom button in each of their classes. If they click on that, then they can see a recurring program where they click start and go from there. Expectations. Students are expected to be engaged in each of their classes. They should, make sure they're sitting at a desk, they're comfortable, they're sitting upright, lying down on a sofa or a bed or on the floor, it's not really conducive to learning, because they are going to need to sit up. They should have a, typewriters, or a keyboard that they can, go to and be able to take notes. They should be, maybe even keep a notepad and pen handy. I do all of that. And if you can, a second monitor is super helpful. My setup at home is I have two monitors. I have a monitor here in front of me. I have another monitor over here, and I've got it all going on at the same time. So, really important to make sure that you have them with a good setup so they can be successful. Activities. So in my class, I generally have a daily assignment. Through Zoom, we do some things together. It might be a little writing assignment, or reading a passage, or maybe some math problems. But a lot of it's going to be in conjunction with the Canvas platform. So they'll be able to go in, see what the assignment is, and complete it from there. It's pretty easy once they get familiar with it. Respect. I do expect all the students to be professional while on Zoom. And so far, I've been incredibly pleased with all of them, and they have been engaged. Granted, we're really early in the year, and this is going to it's going to be hard. They're going to be tired, but I've been very impressed so far. But it's going to be important that in all their classes that they are engaged. Their video is on, and the teacher can see that they are engaged in the class. It makes a big difference. But if they're down here, or they're over there, or they're putting their head down, or then that's a sign of problem. So as a parent, maybe just kind of check out once in a while that they are engaged. I think it'll go a long way. All right, what is my job as a resource teacher and a learning skills teacher at Las Lomas? What do I do? Okay, I'm the case manager, and and so I'm basically your go-to. So if there's any issues, I'm the one that will pull together the IEP team. You can talk to me, send me an email about anything, and I can kind of work things out. So if a student is struggling, definitely reach out and let me know. We'll work from there. I'm there to enforce the IEP. All students in my class have an IEP. I will make sure that the staff is following this. So really important. And so I know the staff pretty well. I've been around a long time at Las Lomas, and except for the new teachers, but I do know the teachers very well. I'll get to know the new teachers this year, and so I communicate with them constantly, reaching out via email, some texting, calling, all kinds of ways that I communicate with them, and just to make sure that not only are they following the IEP, but make sure that they understand who that child is and what their strengths and weaknesses are. Additionally, my job is to help the students better understand their material, and I teach them strategies to be successful in life and in school. And then again, if you have any challenges, don't hesitate to reach out and ask. I'll have some contact information at the end of this video for you. Transition. I mentioned this briefly, but I think it's one of the best parts of our program. And, and that's really getting the students ready for that life after high school. This is graduation 2019. It's actually the last graduation ceremony we've had to this degree. And hopefully we can get back there in 2021. But, again, the transition program is a part of the IEP, and it really kicks up when they turn 16, or the year that they're gonna turn 16. So we will definitely spend some time focusing on that and move towards not just graduation, but thinking about life after high school and beyond. For those of you in my 4th period class, there's a focus on reading. I call it my Reading Fusion class. And together we read the appropriate novels, short stories, short essays. We tackle comprehensive questions as related to the reading. If you're not in this class, but you're interested, feel free to reach out to me. I know I do have space in that class, but it's a focus on reading. So, It's not geared towards helping the students towards their other classes, but this reading class will, you know, in many ways help them with all their other classes too, just by improving their reading skills, but it will take up an elective spot. So it's just something to think about. And if you are interested, you know, reach out to me, let me know. The IEP. So this year, everybody will have an IEP meeting, even if it is, you know, distance learning. We're going to get on a Zoom together, and unless something changes throughout the course of this year, I'd plan on a Zoom meeting. And you know, if things are going wrong, you, as a parent, you can always call an IEP. Get in touch with me, and we'll put something together. My email is the best way to contact me. I'm on that every day, and you can see it here. Oops, go back to that. S-Mann, so my first name is Steve, so smann@auhsdschools.org. And if you want to get in touch with any of the teachers, then basically it's first initial, last name, and then the same @auhsdschools.org. So it's a great way to remember how to get in touch with a teacher. And I would highly recommend that if you are going to email a teacher, CC me on that as the case manager. I like to be kept in the loop, and I can also help take care of any kind of issues. And in some cases, you might want to send me an email first. I'd be happy to reach out to any of the teachers for you. All right, lastly, or one of the last slides I have here is for the Walnut Creek Education Foundation. They're definitely in a situation where they're facing its worst budget since the 70s, and they're looking for donations. Their website is down here. Please, love to have everyone help out however they can. It really goes a long way, and you can see some of the stuff that they're doing for us. So, and this does, it's important for our schools. All right, there it is again. And once we get back to school, my room will be 509B, and you won't be able to find me there because I think my situation at home's better than the one in my office at school. But I do get down there frequently. But again, the best way to contact me is via email, and I'll be happy to get back to you as quick as possible and help with anything. All right. And thanks for attending back to school night. Good luck. And again, don't hesitate to reach out, and I'd be happy to help. But it's a pleasure having your kids in my class. Thank you.